couple seconds. They just
All right,
announced.
cool.
Jamie, you ready? Okay. Questions, please.
Obviously, it's been 4 years since you made it this far in this tournament. I mean, what's kind of changed for you over that period, and how does this one feel different than maybe the last time you got this far?
Well, the first one, I think I was 18 or something, and actually got a walkover by Gasquet in this round. But it was like winning my first Grand Slam match. It was totally different. I was really new to it. The second time, I think it was in 2011, and that was great. That was my first five-set win against Stan. And it was awesome, like doing it here on court 17, coming back from 2-1. It was great. And this one was totally different. I mean, I'm a little older. I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've put in some work, and to come back from 2-0 down in the first match, and to come back from a set down in 2-0 in this one. So it totally feels different, and I'm really excited about it.
How are you handling the heat and everything? There have been a lot of male players retiring, some with cramps like Sept today, heat illness, and you've had 2 long matches. How do you feel physically?
I feel pretty good. Just had an ice bath. It feels a lot better after that. But I'm from Atlanta, so it gets quite hot, and it's actually hotter than this. So, I mean, we try not to practice during the heat, but, those are the prime hours. So I get out there, and it's pretty hot. So it's tough because it's 3 out of 5, but I'm kind of used to it, so I'm enjoying it, actually.
Over here.
Talk about long matches one day. You didn't just play one match today, though. You played 2. How hectic is it planning your day out, trying to handle those 2, trying to juggle it?
It was crazy. I mean, today with the scheduling, the first female match went 3 hours, so I didn't go on to about 2, 3 o'clock. So I finished around maybe 5:50. Had a mixed doubles match at 7:30. It was fun. I was playing with Taylor, and we got a win. It wasn't that long, so I was happy to get off the court pretty quick.
You have about 90 minutes between those 2. How do you usually you might be hitting an ice bath like you did right after this? What do you do in those 90 minutes?
I actually ate and just pretty much chilled with the team and just got ready maybe 15 minutes before because I was already pretty warm. It didn't take much, and it was warm outside, so that helps a lot as well.
How great was it to have not only the crowd support, but your family and extended family being like Taylor, like a little sister to you? How great was it to see her in the stands in your singles match, and also later on playing with her in the mixed doubles match?
Yeah, those things are all great. When you can look over and see support from familiar faces and people that care about you no matter what, it always gives you that extra motivation. And to see Taylor there is awesome. She doesn't have to be there, so for her to come and support is great. And to get out there and play with her, I always enjoy playing with her. Last year we made the semis. Our goal was to hopefully come back and do a little better. But, yeah, it's just great to get out there and play with her and win some matches for sure.
Well,
2 questions. Donald, in your gut, do you think you deserve to be named to the team for the Davis Cup?
Yeah, for sure. Jim, he kind of made it pretty simple. He said we're just going to go straight down the ranking list, and at the time I was 5 and I'm still 5, but John unfortunately won't be able to play, so it goes to the next guy. So I'm going to be the guy that's going to step up and be there for the call, and be there to support the team in whatever way it is, whether that's playing or whatever that may be. So I'm looking forward to it. And to answer your question, I definitely feel like I should be there, and I've worked hard, so I enjoy it.
And on a different front, can you take a moment and recall what, as a boy, it was like to ball boy for Mackinac?
Oh yeah, that was great. I'm just happy he didn't scream at me. So, but it was definitely awesome. My friend and I were ball boying, and he was more outgoing than me. John was hitting some serves, and he walked over and asked him to hit. So, we would hit, and then ball boying. Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I think a lot of players started off as ball boys or ball girls or whatever the situation may be, and it was awesome for me.
Darren.
Donald, you get this question all the time, especially when you come here, but how do you feel about the American game? You're obviously in early on, and there's always a significant amount of pressure. It seems like there is some sort of momentum with some of the teenagers now. How do you feel about where the state of the game?
Yeah, I feel like it's in good hands. I mean, you obviously, on the women's side, they're doing quite well. You obviously still have Serena and Venus, and you have Sloane, you have Coco, and you have, Lauren Davis and Christina McKay. You have all these girls that are playing well. And then on the guys' side, you have John, 20, and then you have Jack, who's playing really well, and then you have Sam, and then you have Stevie, and then myself, and then you have Kula behind, and Smichek, and you have a lot of guys, and they're really trying hard to get there. And as far as, I just think we're all working hard. The game's become very global. And
Is there a reason why the women have succeeded more than the men?
I don't know. There are a lot of them around the same age, actually, I think, and they really train together, and they kind of have pushed each other. So one wants to be better than the other, and I think that's what's starting to happen with the guys. You have Sam, Jack, Steve, myself, John. We're all within like a few years of each other, going down. And then we have a really good group of young kids coming up. You have Francis Tiafoe, you have the Taylor Fritz, the Riley Opelka. They won, the French Open. Tommy Paul won the French Open Juniors. Opelka won Wimbledon, and Francis, was playing well. And you have Kozlov. There's a bunch of guys. And I think in 5 years or even less, we're going to have a lot of guys playing well.
Good. First of all, nice to have you back in interview room 1. We've talked in interview room 3 after things haven't worked out well.
Right.
We're kind of said, this tennis, maybe it's not working out. I got to do something. I'm sure if that's ever, entered your mind.
Yeah, all the time. I think every tennis player, every time they lose, they want to quit or do something else, especially if it was a rough loss. But I've had times where I've seriously considered it. Most of them, I was quite young when it happened, maybe 16, when I was losing a lot of matches in a row. I think I just got beat 0-0. It was awful, and But now things are going well. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to being a little more consistent.
Transitioning from the juniors to the pros, of course, is really tough. And we've had all these players really do so well in the junior Grand Slams, and you did so well at Wimbledon juniors. What would be the one or two things you would tell the Tommy Pauls of the world and so forth on the transition?
Yeah, I think I was part of like the last group to really where the transition didn't happen as fast. Like the guys before were coming out at 17, 18 and winning and doing well on the Pro Tour. Now it's a lot more physical. So, just keep getting better, keep working hard. Don't put too much pressure on having the results right away on the Pro Tour. I mean, they're doing well already. They're winning futures and playing well in challengers. So I don't think that's going to be an issue for them. But just keep improving and going about their business the same way and keeping the same program and just staying there mentally and just understanding it's a process. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, and enjoy themselves.
One more over here.
So your next opponent, Victor Troitsky, hasn't had a great summer on the hard courts, but he seems to be sort of rounding into form the first 2 matches here, and he's obviously had a good year since coming back. What do you expect from that?
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be another fight and grind, and he's a really good player, and I think he's beaten me once before. It was a while ago, but he's definitely a quality player, and it's going to be a battle, and hopefully the fans come out and support me, and hopefully I can try to go out there and get a win.
Thank you, Donald.
Thanks.